Hello folks, and welcome to day 2 of my Football Manager Mobile 2018 Christmas challenge. As you can see, I have a tree behind me. I know it's a tree on the top of a lamppost and it's not got lights. Look, seriously, I've been walking around the centre of Peterborough for the last 2 hours. There ain't any proper trees around here. You're going to see a lot of stuff like this. You won't see that one again though, and you won't see one on the top of a lamppost again unless it's distinctly different. The important thing though is we're kind of out in the wild, in the public. We're just off the main thoroughfare of people in the centre of Peterborough. I'm trying to ease myself in gently. I am a little bit afraid about what's going to happen if I venture out into the centre of town and I forgot my Santa hat, which hopefully that's not. The Santa hat wasn't part of the rules. I am wearing the Tesco Value Christmas jumper again though. Right, more importantly, let's get into 2 matches of Football Manager 2018 in public in front of a Christmas tree. And just like on day 1, we've got a Carabao Cup tie stuck in the middle of 2 league fixtures, which means I'm going to have to stand and play a game, not even on camera, which is weird. But we're playing Rover at home, and then we've got the big one, Northampton away, which of course, if we beat Northampton in the centre of Peterborough, I'm going to have to run like a quarter of a mile up that way. You might even just be able to see the top of the family stand at London Road behind me, but I did walk down there. I can't find a tree yet. I will try a little bit closer to Christmas. But this is the team that we're putting out there for the first of the 2 games against Rotherham. So we've got Jonathan Bond back in goal. We did try O'Malley in the last game. He wasn't too hot. And the rest of the team, largely unchanged from what you've seen so far. Back four of Hughes, Taylor, Taffazoli and Shepherd. With De Silva, Lopez and Grant in midfield. Marriott up front, of course, because he's been a goal machine for us so far. And then Maddison, Forrester and Edwards behind him. Yes, I'll proceed to the match. Remember, we were unbeaten so far this season. We've won our first game, drew the second game. It was a bit of a get out of jail effort to draw the second game. I think we were 2-0 behind with about 10 minutes to go and managed to drag our way back into the game. But hopefully now we're back at home again. More of a comfortable win against a team absolutely rammed full of former Posh players in the shape of Rotherham. So he's a former Posh player, David Ball. He was set up by Joe Newell, who's a former Posh player. They've got John Taylor on the other side, who's a former Posh player. Lee Frecklington is in their midfield as a former Posh player. I don't know if they're all playing today, but they're certainly all at the club. And Jack Marriott has equalised because, as previously mentioned, the man is a goal machine. So 1-1 as we start to approach half-time. Starting to get a few funny looks for doing this in the middle of a high street, but you know, goes with the territory. At least for every funny look you see, that should be your incentive to share this video with one person, just like I am by doing it in public, and make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there, just to show that you appreciate the fact that I feel so awkward. This is very uncomfortable at the moment, and I'm dreading the fact that I've got to record 2 more of these videos today because we've got the charity live stream coming up later on today if you're watching this video when it first comes out on Saturday. So I've got to bank up 2 days in advance, which means I have to venture into town itself and try and be very brave heading in that direction and doing it in front of even more people. Bulls scored again. We're 2-1 down with 20 minutes to go. Remember, we're not thinking in terms of substitutions for this. This is very much a save where we're trying to get in and out as quickly as possible. We don't want to waste time doing substitutions. I just want to leave this spot right now. But it'd be nice to equalise before we go and maintain our unbeaten start to the season. Marriott's in again. He does exactly that. That's 2 games in a row. We've had a very, very late Jack Marriott goal to hopefully rescue a point for us. Although we've got one final attack, or it might be them. David Ball, he never used to score goals like this when he was playing for Posh. He was no Jack Marriott, but it is a Rotherham attack again right at the death, and they've got a corner. We are past the 90th minute, but we clear, and that's got to be the final attempt now. I think, oh goodness me, it's still going. Cleared by Hughes and Joe Newell. Oh, it'd be nice to see him get sent off. That would be worthy of celebration. Oh, and De Silva Lopez right at the death with an opportunity to grab another goal. I don't know why Taffazoli was so far forward, but can we please just call time on this game now? I don't even care if there's another goal. I just want it to be over. And it is. Excellent. Unbeaten start is maintained. I'm going to play that Carabao Cup game sitting on that wall over there, and then we'll be back for the local derby for Northampton. Right, thankfully we did manage to get ourselves knocked out of the Carabao Cup, losing 2-1 against Reading. We made a good account of ourselves, but now we have the big one. We're playing against Northampton. We are having to make a couple of tweaks to the team. Taylor's having to go out to right back because we don't have any other right backs, and Shepherd picked up, not a knock, but he's not really fully fit. Where is he? Shepherd. is around somewhere. There he is on the bench. Not, how do you even see fitness? There you go. I had a, there you go, condition 88. I got an inbox notification telling me that he wasn't really available. We're also missing Marriott, Moraes. There was quite a few people who were part of this inbox thing. I don't know if that's something I have to pay attention to. I'll certainly make a decision off the back of how we get on against Northampton in this game. If we get absolutely thrashed, I will make sure in future I ignore recommendations from my assistant manager to rotate and just crack on with putting our best team out, especially when it's one of our biggest games of the season. And yet again, and it's becoming a very common theme for this season already, we are down. It's 1-0. 2-0 after 6 minutes, and this is not the start that we wanted in a local derby. Oi, oi, oi. Miller misses as well. I'm very sad. There's also there is a possibility where I'm standing, because I'm not that far from the football ground, there's always the possibility that one of these players that I'm berating, talking about them into the microphone, could end up walking past and wonder if I'm just taking the mick. I've already had a Posh fan come up to me while the camera wasn't on, unfortunately, it was between the matches, came up to me just asking me what I was doing with his big blue hat on, and I almost asked him to come back 2 minutes later to embarrass me on the video to fake it, and then I remembered, hang on a minute, Kev, you're probably not going to need to fake stuff like that. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for people to come up and interrupt you for real, and looks like we might not get one today, which is good. Apologies as well for the fact that I've got a little bit of a sniffly nose. Normally when I'm recording at home I'll edit stuff like that out, but as I said, we're in one take land here. I just can't do it. I've got to just get these over with as quickly as possible so I can move on. I'm stood outside the local magistrate's court as well, and I keep getting a guy keeps sticking his head out the door just to see what I'm up to. You'd think this was a place where they'd be used to seeing cameras knocking around, but apparently not. People are still absolutely flabbergasted that there's a camera out in public. Right, are we getting back into this match or what? There's not really anything that's happened since that first 6-7 minutes when they scored their second goal. They've sat back a little bit. We're not showing any sign of getting back into the game, and I might have to break my no substitution rule purely because it's Northampton. If they'd have scored there I would have forgotten that idea though, but I think with the time that we've got remaining, and we haven't really got anyone who's going to come on and make much of a difference. We'll bring Moraes on up front, and we need Jack Marriott. We've already become a one-man team, and without him we're completely stuck. I don't know if this guy's going to make any difference. He was threatening against Reading in the Carabao Cup. Moraes was up front in that game, but he wasn't particularly impressive, didn't score. He just got involved a little bit, but we need a little bit more than that, and I can't believe we're going to pick up our first league defeat of the season in a local derby away against Northampton. It's absolutely devastating. Hopefully that's not going to be a sign of how the rest of the season is going to go. Peterborough uninspiring in defeat. Right, that's going to be a bit of a problem. I've misread the media report as well. The media report was that some players had gone on international duty, not that they weren't fit. So I didn't need to go through the squad looking for fitness anyway. I probably could have played a stronger team. Now I'm feeling a little bit upset. If you have enjoyed that, please make sure you pop a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Football Manager videos, and of course the continuation of me looking awkward out in public. And thank you very much for watching.